I think we are live. I think we're live. Bear with me. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Let's have a wee look. We are indeed. Awesome stuff. So, if you are seeing this, come on in and let me know that you're around. If you're on the live, I'd love it if you join me and let me know where you're coming in from. Likewise, if you are on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this and what you think of the cards, the tapping. And if you're thinking cards tapping, what's she on about? Then you might well be new here and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling, and this is the Daily Tap. So, I'm an EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique trainer, and co creator of the Rapid Imprint Resolution Method. And the Daily Tap is all about giving you an introduction, a very basic, very easily accessible, fun introduction to the acupressure tapping points that we use in emotional freedom technique. Now, this is not clinical EFT. It doesn't fix problems. It's not designed um, to deal with issues that are coming up for you, but it will still give you a taste of what it feels like because we're still tapping on the same acupressure points, right? We're still getting a sample of how that feels in the body. So the way that I do it is I pull a card from an oracle affirmation or a tarot deck. Now, the daily tap is evolving and I will be doing other things as well, but there are a lot of you who really like the energetic side of divination and using cards just to get a simple message for what we can kind of use to tap on. Now, I take it a bit further because with emotional freedom technique, what I always do is I tune into how the message feels in the body when it lands. So if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, great. It's maybe not for you, but you can still play along and do the tapping and just see how it goes. So today I'm using the Sacred Creators Oracle deck by Chris Ann. It's an amazing deck. It's very uplifting, very positive. And we're going to pull a card and see what's going on. And then we're going to tap it in. Okay. So if you've never tapped before, all you need to do is tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. And I'm going to pull a card now. What do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? That's too many. Thank you. What do we need to know? What's the message? What's the energy today? And let's see what resonates with people. What's the one? Oh, okay, interesting. So the card that's come out today, let me just make sure that I've got, hold on, so that I can see all the comments because I'm not seeing them as it stands. Good morning, Anne. How are you doing? So the card that's come out this morning is Bravely Market Your Magic. Okay, Bravely Market Your Magic. It's number 39. So it's a really, really nice little card. And we're going to see what is going on with this. What does it mean for us? So this card speaks about bravery, honesty, taking the leap of faith in your advertising, showing up as you and only you, and sharing your essence with the world. So even if you're not in business for yourself, to a certain degree, this is how you represent yourself in the world, right? This is how willing you are to be your true self, to be open, to be vulnerable, and to shout about it, right? So it says, what business or life project are you working on that you feel compelled to courageously cast out into the world? Spiritual misfits, philosopher, poets, soulpreneurs, and creative catalysts, bravely market your magic. It's your gold, and as gold, it's fascinating and compelling. And people can't stop looking at it when it's shining from the heart. I love that. When you draw back the curtains and expose the true colours of your soul, it is blindingly brilliant and beautiful, hence the colours, right? Make no mistake, someone out there is looking for what you are offering, and they will be thrilled to find you when you are honestly sharing your unique magic. Unveil your weird, your wonderful, and your quirky. It's normal for it to take a few years to find your way and build your dream. So don't be hard on yourself if normal life stuff happens. Have patience and faith, even when it feels vulnerable. Share of yourself honestly and always put your soul into your message. Not sure how to share your magic? Your unique essence and humanness is the right place to start. So I really love this message. It's very powerful in terms of actually having the courage to get something done, right? To put it out there. And a lot of people in business, certainly that I work with, um, this is a key challenge for them. So we're going to do a little bit of tapping on this. Now, the way that I do tapping, even in a clinical setting, is if you hear a message or you place your attention on something, you should notice some kind of a reaction in the body. We call it somatics, right? So somatics, actually, though, if you go a bit deeper, is the feeling over the skin, the fascia, or the muscles. So you might feel a tension, a tightness, a contraction, or a tickling of your skin or prickling or something. Then, if we go deeper, it becomes visceral. So, do you feel a churning in your stomach? Do you feel like a lurch? Do you feel a tightness in your chest or your lungs? Anything to do with the internal, the organs, the stomach, that's visceral. Okay, now you might have a reaction to this message. If I talk about marketing yourself openly and honestly, ooh, you might get a lurch in the stomach, right? You might get butterflies. Your chest might tighten up. You might feel a fizzing in your liver. I don't know. It doesn't have to be logical. But any of these things can happen. And so, what I'm going to invite you to do is just place your attention on that sensation now, wherever that is in your body. When you hear this message and when you think about bravely marketing your magic, what does it bring up for you? Sometimes it brings up excitement. It's like, yeah, I can't wait to get out there. Sometimes it can be like, no, I can't do that. Here's all the reasons. I'm petrified. I don't want to get rejected. All of those things. Okay, so just place your attention on that now. And we're going to just tap around. So all you need to do for this is take two fingers and follow me around. I'm going to tap on the eyebrow, outside of the eye, right on the corner, underneath the eye, underneath the pupil, under the nose in the midline, in the middle of the chin in the crease in the midline, under the end of the collarbone points, about an inch below, on the brow line, directly below the armpit, and then all around the top and the back of the head. Okay, so those are the main points. So you're just going to follow me around, okay? So starting here, we'll go on the eyebrow. Today I need to be brave. Outside of the eye. Hi, Noreen. Hi, Rebecca. Becca, sorry. Outside of the eye. The world needs the magic that I carry. Under the eye. And I feel compelled to cast it out into the world. Under the nose. People will see it when it shines from my heart. Chin. I just need to allow its true colours to shine through. Under the collarbones. Someone out there is looking for what I have to offer. Under the arm. And there's nothing wrong with honestly sharing my unique magic. Top of the head. It's okay to unveil my wonderful, weird, and quirky self. Eyebrow. I'm building my dream. Outside of the eye. And it's okay if it doesn't happen immediately. Under the eye. I choose to have patience and faith. Under the nose. Even when it feels vulnerable. On the chin. I choose to share of myself openly. Collarbones. And always put my soul into my message. Under the arm. So today I choose to share my unique essence. Top of the head. And my humanness. And then on the third eye, between the eyebrows, so be it, and so it is. All right, come to a stop, take a nice deep breath. And now when you think about bravely marketing your magic, just place your attention on that sensation. What just happened? Do you feel, if you were feeling nervous about it, do you feel calmer? Do you feel less intimidated, less worried about it? Do you feel a sense of excitement? Because what will happen is the tension, the tightness is a what I call a root reaction. It's a bodily, somatic, and visceral response to something that's making us feel like doing the thing isn't safe, right? Or isn't desirable in some way. And so when we tap, we release that tension from the fascia and the muscles and the innards, the organs, and that tension and tightness giving way makes room for excitement. Okay. So how does that feel now? I would love it if you'd let me know in the comments. And again, it doesn't have to mean that you have your own business. If you don't, it can just mean being open and vulnerable. Maybe you need to ask your boss for a raise. Maybe you need to share of yourself more vulnerably in a relationship. It could be all sorts of things. Hi, Pat. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Um, yeah, so it doesn't just have, thanks, Becca. It doesn't just have to be about having a business, but this is literally about opening your heart and sharing who you are with the world. So you can repeat this tapping as often as you want. As I said, it's not clinical EFT, not like I would do in a one-to-one setting. It's a very light-hearted, accessible approach that introduces you to the concept of tapping, to how it feels in your body, and to show you what to look for. Right? Emotions came up. Okay. Like, yes, this is what I needed to hear. It's okay to be vulnerable. Oh, I'm so glad, Noreen. And if it still feels emotional to you or anyone else, you could just tap under your collarbones and just breathe. And without even thinking about why it feels vulnerable or any of the detail, it's really safe to just tap under your collarbones and just focus on the feeling and the sensation, right? You don't have to think about the why and the wherefore. You can do. And in clinical EFT, we do that sometimes to collapse things, the original trauma and connected trauma, things like that. But you don't have to. And that's what I'm teaching in the somatic edge. So if you are, wanting to learn a bit more about this, whether you have a business or not, you can still join us. There's still time. I'm teaching people how to do this mind body method where you can shift things without actually even going into the original trauma, just by focusing on the physical sensation. So if you had a shift today, if you want to learn a little bit more, it's just £99. You can join us throughout May and you can get lifetime access to all the recordings in New Zenler, which is my software like Kajabi, where I hold all my courses. And um, hi, Joanna. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Just checking everybody who's been on the live. Let me know if you've got any questions as well. And I'd love to know in the comments, what shift did you feel? So Noreen's already shared with us, but did anybody else get a shift? What happened for you? Did you notice what happened in your body when you did the tapping? So the key thing with this is awareness and just dropping into the body more. Oftentimes when we think tapping isn't working, it's because we're not in the body, or maybe the message was off. So, sometimes the cards hit home, sometimes they don't for you, and that's okay. But just know that tapping is rooted in science and it does work in the body. Maybe you're just tapping on, the target is not the right one. So with that, I'm going to leave you to it. If you would like to join us in the somatic edge, put tapping in the comments and I will drop you the link. And if not, I will see you again tomorrow on the Daily Tap. I'm going to try and do all of these at 8 a.m. every morning now, so it gets a bit more regular. Look out for events as well on my Facebook page so that you can click going if you want to, or you can even share them with friends so it becomes a little bit more accessible. And with that, I am going to love you and leave you, and I will see you again tomorrow on the Daily Tap.